Today's tragic shooting has led to an outpouring of community support.
More than 200 people gathered earlier tonight at Jug Tavern Park in Winder for a community vigil. Fox 5's Joi Dukes attended that event and joins us there live. Joy, a lot of emotion tonight.
Yeah, Courtney, Russ, tears were flowing here at the site of this community prayer vigil where hundreds of people gathered in grief over the school shooting that killed 4 people and injured 9 others. Now, hearts were heavy as city leaders spoke to the crowd of people who, in one way or another, were impacted by this senseless tragedy. Now, as we just shared at the top of the newscast, GBI officials did confirm the names of the victims that these people knew as friends and neighbors. And we spoke with the football player who is one of the victim's coaches. We spoke with the victim. His name, well, his student's name is Isaiah Hooks. We talked to him about his coach, Richard Aspinwall. He is one of the 4 victims who was unfortunately killed in this senseless tragedy. About just the horror of it all, and certainly the fact that he and his other teammates will never get to experience another practice with their coach and another moment with him to really just share, and that they were extremely close.
Because it's just so hard to think that somebody that you spent so much time with, because this is my 2nd year with coach, but spending so much time, you felt like family, basically. So turning around and knowing that he's not going to be there, it was kind of just like, it hit hard because none of us wanted to believe it.
Many of the students here we spoke with say they are still reeling from this horrific situation, and the resounding message here tonight, though, was certainly one of hope, and it was also one of honesty about the fact that a lot of people who were impacted by this tragedy, their lives will never be the same. They have walked away from this situation. Even though they are alive to tell the story, they are not the same, and that something in them has changed. But they did say that the message here is unity, and that people are leaning on one another during this difficult time. And we've also noticed several GoFundMe accounts being created to help the victims in this situation. You can find more information on that by heading over to the Fox 5 Atlanta News app or heading over to our website. That's the latest here live in Winder. Joi Dukes, Fox 5 News. Yeah.